is a nice kooky S14. It's a buddy's car. It's really clean and nice. It's got nice wheels, brakes. Stock SR. We took the head off, and we're doing 272 cams, BC or 272 cams, Super Tech valve springs, titanium retainers, metal head gasket ARP studs, deleting the VCT, and he's switching over to a Haltech, which is really cool. We're doing a drive-by-wire setup. He's got some nice parts in the trunk over here. We could walk over and see what I'm talking about. Some nice, all of his goodies, exhaust manifold, intake manifold. Just pretty much doing a whole top end on this car with a nice standalone. He's getting a flex fuel tune. And yeah, it's gonna be real cool setup when it's all said and done. So on the red car, the old red car over there, boom. We're doing a drive-by-wire setup. This is a 350Z throttle body, just a stock one. So I had to make this little adapter guy. Made a template out of tape. This bottom piece adapts to here, and then this adapts to the top piece. I still got to drill and tap the 4 holes to bolt the throttle body down, but this guy goes here and bolts on. See if I can do it one-handed, if she'll let me. Whoops, it has to turn like that, like so. Ba-ba-dee-ba. Custom little piece I whipped up with my sanding wheel. Not too shabby. This goes on here. And then this goes on here. Once the bolts are tight, it all fits. I put the plug downward just for cleanliness. And that's pretty much how this is gonna roll. Block off the IAC. We don't need IAC because we have throttle by wire. And it's just gonna clean up his engine bay, give him the idle control we're looking for. You can use traction control strategies when you have drive-by-wire. There's a lot of pluses for it. I mainly like it for idle. I have it on my car, and my car idles like a dream once we got the settings figured out. So this is what I recommend to everybody, especially if you got the Haltech. Use it. So drive-by-wire and flex fuel are just part of the game around here. This is what I came up with. I'm really happy with it. Some nice welds. Bolts up like stock. Fits good. I gotta move this over a little bit. There we go. It doesn't touch the transmission. Everything is clearing. Doesn't touch the steering shaft. Doesn't touch the transmission. I still got a weld here, and all that up there, but it's fucking legit. I raised it up, so now it's a lot closer to the car, but it doesn't rub. You have a lot of clearance. We got your flex in here. All vibrant stuff. I didn't use any cheap materials on this thing. But this shit is legit. I'm very happy with it. Very cool. All right, so we replaced these bolts with matching bolts because they weren't matching before. That drove me crazy. Got it all welded. It's all installed. Clears the trans, clears everything. Looks good. Gotta tighten this guy up, move him over. Bam. I think it's dope. Could be a little bit better. Shming. There we go. A little piece of tape on the back to hold it so I can tack weld it. But that's pretty much where we're gonna be. Tack this up, and then I can do my passes on it. All right, I lined my marks up. I tack welded this guy. Do a little quick test fit, and it's looking pretty much exactly where I wanted him. So I can go ahead and weld it without worrying about it being wrong. Started on some piping. Welded this on here. And I'm gonna have to take this little thing off the power steering pump and weld an elbow on it or something to get this line away from this manifold because it's too close. So I'm gonna have to revisit the power steering, but oh well. And gonna remake this pipe up in the fender. I know it doesn't look anything like an intercooler pipe right now, but when I'm done with it, it will. And then this whole side will be done. This is the lower part of the pipe. I got it pretty much all done. I gotta finish my welding here. I gotta bead this, bead this, bead this. And then it all goes up to the turbo. It all fits pretty damn good. So I'm happy with it. All right, so I'm having an issue with this power steering line. As you can see, it's going into the manifold and the reservoir needs to bolt up here. It's just not gonna work with what's going on. So I'm gonna get creative and see what we can figure out. Okay, so I took this guy off. He goes on the power steering pump, like so. I'm gonna modify this so everything will work out a lot nicer. Have a bung for this IAT, so I'm gonna make one out of this. See how it goes. Cold pipe, it's all finished. Got the IAT sensor plugged in. Blow off valve, it's right here. Fits real good. That's on there. I need to push that in a little further. Get the clamp on there, but that's the gist of it.